Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, my name is KB, and in this video I'm going to attempt to make the ultimate beginner's guide for anyone joining RuneScape. Whether into skilling, bossing, this guide should cover everything. Now, when you first join RuneScape, you have access to 4 game modes. We have Normal, Iron Man, Hardcore Iron Man, and Group Iron Man. And with each one of these modes comes with its own difficulty. We have Normal, Hard, or Elite. Normal is 200 times XP, Hard is 20 times XP, and Elite is 5 times XP. Now, for this video, I'm going to make a normal hard account just to give a first time player the introductions of what they need to do. Firstly, as you can see, we're in Edgeville, which is the home of Battlescape. This is where all of our amenities would be. Anything you need from skilling to weapons to food is all in this one place. Firstly, we're going to come up into the bank. And as you can see to my left here, we have the GE. This is where you can purchase all the items you need for bossing, skilling, anything you need. And we have a convenient bank here and an altar for where you can put your bones. If we make our way to the west of the bank here, we have 2 very interesting characters. We have the chef, which is perfect for your food needs. We've got food, we've got potions, we have miscellaneous items, such as teleports, which can be used for farming and things like that. If we come over to our friend Ajat here, we have access to all of our weapons, whether that is melee, ranged, or magic. So if you want to get runes, you can also get that here. And in the misc section, we also have the anti-fire shield for when you attempt dragons. Here we have the hairdresser. This is where you can change yourself to not look the same as everyone else with your bald head right now. If we come down to the next section down here, this is where all the quests are. Each has their own shop, for which if you're an Iron Man, this is needed to progress the game. To give yourself like the dragon scimitar, adamant bolts with Adam diamond tip bolts, the royal seed pod to help get you out of the wilderness, and other great stuff like that. If we make ourselves east along here now, we can say we have a slayer room. Neve has all the tasks from every person, so you don't have to worry about going to different slayer tasks for different tasks. Neve will have everything for you depending on your level. We've got Christilla here, which will give you all the stuff for wilderness. And then we have Watson here, which can be used to once a day do any clue scroll you need, from master to easy. Then we have the chest, which can be used for brimstone keys and crystal keys. Now, after the chest, we're going to head down here to the south, and here will be our main skilling area. We'll see this gentleman here, which will provide all of the skilling stuff you can need, from axes to pickaxes, seeds for farming, fishing, potions, anything you could possibly need will be in this shop. To do with your skilling and raising stuff, even an ecto file which gets you one of the farming spots with its own little bank too. We also have trees here. The normal trees here aren't the same as the ones in old school where they'll go away straight away. This is a multiple tick tree, so you can use it multiple times, get as many logs as you need. We have oak, maple, yew, and everything in between. If we go up even further south, we have some gen rocks and all the different kinds of ores in Old School RS, all in a very convenient place for you. Make our way slightly north. We have the fishing station, which has every kind of fish in each section. So depending on what kind of fish you need, just check the spots and you'll find the one that you need. We can also head up here to the AFK skilling area, and this will get you passive XP. The Volcano will give you mining and smithing XP. The Temporus will give you fishing XP. Herbie will give you hunter and herblore XP. And this will give you woodcutting, and the last one will give you woodcutting and fire making XP. And after you log out, your account will still keep using these for an hour, and you'll get AFK tokens. And what you can do with these AFK tokens is go to the AFK manager here, and he will give you a bunch of different rewards, cosmetic items and things like that, just to say thank you for using the AFK. If we go again east here, we have the PvP section. So here is a place you can spend your blood money, which is currency from the wilderness, and emblems too. I'm personally not a PvP, so I don't know too much about this area, but I'm sure the more you play, the more you'll find out. Okay, now that about covers everything in the basic area. If we go to our book now, which we're given when we first start, this is basically the training. This will give you a few tasks to get yourself started and then reward you for getting these tasks completed. So when you do the first set of tasks, you will get 5 mil coins and a whip, which is super crucial to get you started with the early game and into the late game. It's quite simple, it's generally quite easy to complete these tasks, and the money will be quite useful to get you started, again, bossing, skilling, whatever you're interested in, kind of the perfect all-round server for any of that. We also, just before I leave, we have the pool of goodwill, which if you used will regenerate your health and your prayer and your special attack. So after you finish the task, or you just want to get some health without having to eat or whatever, just jump to the goodwill and that will do it for you. Alright, now we're going to get started with some of these tasks. So task 1 is just to talk in a clan chat, which is very simple. If we go to clan here, we'll type in just hey. Boom. There we go. It's task 1 done. Very simple. Buy an item from a shop, which we can just move over to our gentleman here, Ajat. And not right now, in a little bit of time, I'm going to need myself a rune skim. So let's pre-buy one of these now, just leaving the bank. Perfecto. There we go. Now the next one is to view the Grand Exchange Pawn Shop. And one of the beautiful features of Battlescape, which I enjoy very much, is this little feature here, which can be used by both normal players and Iron Men. And what the pawn shop does is it will buy anything off you at above high alch price. So if you've been doing barrows or any sort of bossing and you get an item that you don't quite need, you can either put it on the GE and try and sell it to someone, or if you want that quick cash, sell it straight to the pawn shop and get yourself some instant GP. You can also use it to buy items as well. So if you've seen the items here that you need, or like, so we've got some herbs in here, we've got some fish, anything that you need, you can just buy it out of here too at a discounted price from other players. Let's move on to our next task. We have kill a rock crab or a sand crab, and that's perfect because we are level 1. So right now we're not really doing that much damage, our DPS is very low. So if we go over here, and another amazing feature about Battlescape is if you click on the home teleport, so the Lumbridge teleport in normal RuneScape, you get access to every teleport in the game, which is just super, super convenient. So if we go to skills, I do apologise, and then go all the way down to, it's in training. If we go to training, and then down to sand crabs here, this will teleport us. So you can turn on instant teleport, I just haven't done that just yet. This will teleport us straight to the sand crabs. Now we can run up to him. He's a bit high level for us right now, but luckily sand crabs don't really do much damage. And now we can go give this guy a run for his money. Now it will take a few minutes, as I am level 1, to get this guy going. But they do 0 attack, or they'll randomly do 1 every once in a while, but not enough to really worry you. Now, we'll come back as soon as this guy's dead. Now, I just wanted to come back with you while we're about halfway through killing this sand crab. And as you can see, due to the crazy XP rates we get on hard mode, I'm already level 20 attack, and that's slowly rising throughout. If I switched to strength now, I'd probably hit way harder, and that's probably stupid of me not to. But with the XP rates here, you can see that skilling and training isn't really that hard until you get into the late game, which is so nice. So such an ease of access for this game, and I will come straight back to you when we kill this guy. Amazing, he's finally dead. We'll quickly check for our stats. We're now combat level 18. And we have 21 attack and 20 strength. So the beginning skilling side won't be too bad. And also, we have completed our task. But I want to get away from this gentleman, because I only need to kill one. So I'm not going to bother with killing this one as well. But this is the perfect place just to train. Just if you want to AFK train a little bit, get yourself some early stats up to rune, this is the perfect place for it. Alright, now we're kind of out of the wilderness here. We're going to go to our tab again and go default home, which will take us straight back to Edgeville. Perfecto. And then we're going to check and see what our next task is. And it's a try AFK skilling. Perfect. So for AFK skilling, obviously you've got 4 of them, so we have 4 choices. You either need a harpoon to do fishing. You need a tinderbox to do the white spinning one, which is more like Wintertodd. You need a pair of secateurs for the Herblore one, and you need a pickaxe for the Volcano one, which is the bottom left. So we're just going to run up here, we're going to check out the Volcano one here, give it a cheeky attack a couple times, and as soon as we hit it, it should straight away, perfect, task completed. And again, these are perfect just to get some stuff while you're AFK. The next one is spend a vote ticket, and we'll do that one just after, because I'll show you guys how to access the voting menu and vote for the server, which is a good way to gain upgrades in the server. We're going to view bond relics, and we do this by going to our quest tab, which is very different from here, from normal OSCORS. This kind of gives information about the server, information about group bosses and stuff like that, which is something I'll cover later on. And we just want to click on the green. It's kind of a grey circle with green in the middle, and what one old school bond looks like, which unfortunately we don't know what that is. It's just this thing here that's just popped up. And then we want to view relics, and in here is basically a place where you can spend bonds, which is another type of currency in the game, to get different upgrades to your character, such as higher drop rates, more harvesting depending on what you're doing. But yeah, there's a whole lot to cover. And also, straight away, for no bonds, if you click on Slayer, 3 points, which is just a free upgrade to Slayer, which gives it a couple extra points. 10% more points per Slayer task, which can be very useful for that early level Slayer, getting you the Slayer helmet and things like that. Next task is open a coin pouch that any monster can drop. Get a total level of 100. So these are very much late game. So we're going to go up here. We're going to steal from this stool. Oh, I don't think I can steal from this yet, thinking about it. Yep, we're going to steal from this stool. Straight away, we're going to get ourselves a needle that we can sell to this gentleman. There we go. And that's just for a little extra money. And as you go up the thieving level, each spool becomes available, and they all have different prices depending on what you need. Next, we have open a coin pouch. So what I suggest for this is we've got our attack and strength now. We're going to go over to Neve and get an assignment. And we're going to get a Taural assignment, which is just for level 1s. And you can also choose the amount you have as well. You can halve any amount of Slayer tasks you have. It's not something you want to really be doing, but don't want to spend the money skipping it. Just pick half and you still get the Slayer points for it anyway. There we go. We're going to go for 22 zombies. And then we're going to head to the bank quickly and get ourselves some food just for this, just for the few zombies we have to kill. I'm not super worried about dying, but it's probably best to be safe than sorry. So obviously when you start, you do get a box which can be used later when you use your vote tickets. And as you can see, I've gained quite a bit of money in the bank just from completing these tasks. So each task you complete, you gain 50k, which can obviously be quite useful to get yourself started. We are then going to put the pickaxe and that back, and we're going to pull out our monkfish. There we go. And then we're going to use our home teleport again, because that gives us access to everywhere. Go to training, and here we have zombies right at the bottom, and that is our Slayer task. We're going to go get that done now. There we are. We might get it a part of the way done, but the plan is just to hit a couple zombies, wait for a coin drop, and use that. Are we still low level? Are we still too low to handle zombies? We might be. Ooh, I don't know, but we do have our monkfish, so we should be fine. And as you can see, we are power leveling right now. So I'll call you guys back when we get a coin pouch, which hopefully shouldn't be too many zombies. Just quickly, during this task, we did get ourselves a adamant scimitar, which we can use. Pick that up. It also has loot boxes, which can be turned off, which can make it easier just to sort through loot if there's much on the ground. So we're going to grab ourselves our mithril skim here. There we go. And there we have as well, we have a coin pouch that just dropped. Perfect. What perfect timing that was. So we've got ourselves a coin pouch. We're going to make ourselves away from these zombies, because they're going to start to give me a little bit of trouble. So we'll just move over here. And depending on what level the coin pouch is, does depend on whether how much money you're going to get from it. So our level 1 gives us 22k, which is nothing to grumble at all from just a zombie. Perfect. So now we're going to head back. I'll probably have to come back at a later time to finish this Slayer task anyway. But right now we can head back home and see what is next for us. So one of our tasks is to complete a Slayer task, so we will be back there soon. We've got cook anchovies, smelt an iron bar, fletch an oak shortbow, and use bones or in sword heads on an altar. Now, I did make a mistake and not grab any bones off the floor. How many do I have left? So if we also look at the quest tab here, here's a little bit tidbit that I learned, is you can see your Slayer task in the My Task section. And as you can see, I still have 13 zombies to kill of the 22. So I'm actually going to go head back there now, get that task done. And then I'll meet back up with you guys when we're ready to start the next task. And there we go. As you can see, we completed our first Slayer task. We got 0 points on that, unfortunately. But that is because it's a level 1. Anything past level 1 will give you more Slayer points as you go up the ranks. So we're going to leave this dude alone, because we don't need to beat him up anymore. Perfect. We're going to head home. It doesn't let you teleport in combat, so it is always good to have a one-tick teleport with you, just to use. Or maybe a teletab, anything like that to get you out of a situation if you just want to teleport out straight away. I personally use the Royal Seed Pod, which you can get from a quest later on in the game. We can head home. Perfect. Move on to our next task, which is cook anchovies. So what we're going to do is this will be a fishing and a cooking task. So we're going to head over to the cooking area. So the skilling area here. Obviously we have the cooking area right here behind us. We have the furnace behind me here. We have a anvil. And we also have a few other people in the skilly area. We have a tanner here. We have a captain here, which I'm not sure what they do. And then we have a gentleman here who will decant all your potions for you. So if you've got any non-4 dose potions, bring them all over to this gentleman and he'll make them 4 doses for you. Alright, so now we're going to grab a fishing net here, a small fishing net. Buy that one here. Perfect. We'll put what is in our inventory away just now. Put away this monkfish just now, just so we can store some more stuff. And so firstly you've got to catch shrimps up to 15. And then after you've caught shrimps past 15, you then have the ability to catch anchovies. And then obviously once we get an anchovy, we can then cook it and task complete. Obviously you're flying for these early levels right now at 20 times XP. But obviously if you want a harder challenge, you can move on to an elite account. If you want an easier challenge, you can go on to a normal account. Both have their own kind of play style. Me personally, I prefer a elite account because I do enjoy a good grind. There we go, our anchovies are caught. Hopefully we have enough fish in our inventory that we can cook these now. And get high enough to cook anchovies. I'm pretty sure you need a high level to cook anchovies. Not 100%, but we'll just fly through this shrimp here. Obviously, cooking rates are insanely exacerbated. The same in our old school RS compared to fishing rates. There we go. I trust that I shouldn't burn this now. Please pray. Perfect. There we go. That is now cooked, and that is that task complete. Easy. Smelt an iron bar. For this, we're going to have to go to our bank and grab our pickaxe again. There we go. We're going to head over to the mine rocks I showed you guys earlier. And we're going to have a cheeky whack at them until we have enough to get iron and coal. No, sorry, just iron. You don't. That's steel. For this, you just need iron, and there's a 50% chance that you'll actually turn it into an iron bar. And these are, unlike ores in old school RS, these do regenerate quite fast and have multiple uses in them, like the trees earlier. There we go, we're at 18 now. Let's throw this copper away. This tin away, sorry. I probably won't use it again. There we go. And then we'll head down to the iron here. Grab ourselves a few bits of iron. It is only 15 you need. I did get a little bit more than I needed to. Oh, here's quite a useful item as well. Let's just come into my inventory. This is an ore bag. And the ore bag will give you a random bunch of ores they can use later on for smithing. So it can be quite useful to get some extra iron, some extra main ores and stuff like that, just to add to your already long grind for mining. Perfect. Let's head to the furnace, and we're just looking. I forgot to grab the copper to make bronze bars. That is my mistake there. So let's quickly grab some of this. 5 should just about do it, because we're gonna turn it into turn the bars into items at the same time, which will give us extra XP. I'm hoping so. Perfect. As you can see, we're already at 30 mining. Let's put some of this shrimp and stuff back in the bank, and then we can use the ores we got earlier. Unfortunately, oh wait, and then I need to grab a hammer from the skilling. So everything you could possibly need for skilling, check this place first, because they should have everything you need. We're after a hammer right here. Okay, and then we're going to run over to the furnace, smelt our bars, and then use the conveniently placed anvil to turn them into the highest thing we can make. There we go. That's level 6 already. Level 7. Perfecto. Into the anvil here. Make a bunch of axes. We don't actually have an axe yet, so this is actually not a bad idea for us. There we go. And we're looking for level 15. So hopefully we should get it. Perfect. There we go. Level 15. And then we're going to run back to the bank. Put away our axes. And grab that iron ore. Run back over to the furnace and hopefully get a iron bar back. It is a 50% chance. I'm not sure that I'm that unlucky, but you never know. Straight away, absolutely perfect. There we go. I think our next one is a Fletch and Oak short bow. That's entirely possible. We'll throw our stuff away here. We'll grab the iron axe we made earlier. Head over here to the trees, but we also need to grab some cash to grab a knife, which will also be in the skilling area, in the skiller shop. And we'll use that knife to create our bows. There's also bowstrings in here as well, so you don't have to go grab flax and use a loom and do it yourself. You can instead just buy it here, which makes it quite quick and easy. There we go, that's in there now. And then we want to grab ourselves the knife, which is in here somewhere. There it is, underneath the watering can. Perfect. What I recommend is just grabbing everything you need all at once usually. And there we go. We can now just start chopping down this tree. So it shouldn't take too long. There we go. We're at level 7, 11. So in a few more logs, we should be able to do oak. There we go. Let's quickly turn these into arrow shafts. And then when we can, into bows. There's a little bit longer when you start on fletching, but that's only because you can't make bows straight away. There we go. And as you can see, that tree came back almost instantly. There we go, level 7, level 8. And we will come back to you when we're high enough level to make oak short bows. And there we go, we have hit level 20 fletching. Oh, and a bird nest has dropped for us. That's perfect. I'm going to go through what to do with a bird nest straight after this. We will then chop down this log. Perfect. We will turn it into a oak short bow. There we go, we're just doing both. Come back into our bank, grab the bowstrings we bought earlier. Use them with the bow. And task complete. Amazing. Now we are flying through this list. So much so that we're probably not going to be able to use the abyssal whip we're going to get from it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We'll now take another look at the last one, and it is use bones or heads on an ensouled altar. So I am going to be cheeky here. I probably should have grabbed one from my task. So I do recommend next time you're on next time when you do your first Slayer task, you grab some bones just to use on there. But I am going to run over here and attack one of these low-level chickens. Perfect. We'll grab their bones. There we go. And then we're going to run all the way back up to home bank. And you can use it on this altar. If you have played old school, there is the altar in the wilderness, but it can be used, which also has the same ability to have a chance that you won't use the bone, which can be quite useful. Perfect. Alright, now we move on to the last section. So, in Battlescape, it does have a very individual shop, which is the vote shop. Which if you click on this here, it's another way to access it. Another way to access it is to click on the chat menu. Sorry, I'll move my recording out of the way. We go ... and then vote. And it'll also bring up the same menu, but anyway, you don't have to go to there. We will go to view shop, and this has access to a bunch of stuff like skip upgrades, basically. So if you don't want to fight Jad, you've got the access to a fire cape. You've got the access to all the gloves before doing Recipe for Disaster. You have the ability to imbue your mask, your black mask here as well. So there's a bunch of different items that can be really useful to your gameplay. So now if we go back to that other menu and click on Open Voting, it will now take us out into Battlescape. Amazing. And we're on my account right now. Perfect. Alright. I should have been signed in already, but okay. I will now log in and then let you guys know after. And there we go. You should be brought straight to this screen. And in this screen, you have the option to vote for two different websites. Here we'll go on the Rune Locust one. It will take a second, and then you have to fill out a captcha, which will be count the amount of RuneScape items. And as you can see here, we have two items, and vote now. Perfect, and that is done. Now we can just back out quickly. Vote on the next one. Select I am not a robot and vote now. And if you are a robot, get off this website, man. Stop doing it. There we go. Verify we are human. And there we go. We have voted successfully for a second time. And if you vote on both sectors, you get a total of 5 tickets. Now we're going to head back into Battlescape. We are going to have to log out. We'll log out. Then log back in again. I'll catch you just after we've logged back in. And there we go. We have logged back in. And as you can see, we are considerably richer. There we go. We've got an extra in our can. And now we can go to this poll booth again. Or again, the ... vote. Click claim votes. And then if we go back to our bank. There we go. We've now got 8 vote tickets, which we get for the first one. And we also get a skilling mystery box, which can be a selection of different items used for skilling, such as logs, ores, gems, anything at all that could be useful to you. We're then going to check our thing one more time. And then we need to spend a vote ticket. Now, my recommendation for you for a vote ticket is a fire cape. Jad is not easy, and unless you're really good at this game and have done the fire caves a bunch of times, then it's just a nice easy skip for you to get started. Or some Barrow's gloves, which are also quite useful. So I am going to go with the fire cape. There we go, and now you can brag to all your friends that you have a level 39 with a fire cape. Just don't show them this account. Perfect, and there we go. Here I am, fire cape 1, rocking it. We'll check our tasks, and they are all done. So if we go to our bank, we have a XP lamp, which will give us, I believe, 2,000 XP. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I'll let you know exactly how much it is. It will give you, 50,000 XP in any task, anything you want. And you also have an Abyssal Whip now. So as soon as I hit my attack level 70, I can use a whip. And that's it, basically. That is my beginner's guide. If you found anything here helpful, please do let me know. Any feedback would be appreciated. I would like to do some more guides on the different bosses or some Slayer later on. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll catch you guys later.